everybody. I'm going to be leaving this up unless anybody decides to say something that they would like to keep private and keep here, in which case I'll take it down. I'm going to take my camera off for a second here. And here we go. Maybe some folks will pop in and say hi. I'll be starting my positive record reviews in just a second. I've listened to 5 of the 6 Record Store Day Black Friday items that I purchased. 6th one has not been delivered yet. That's John Batiste and the Roots. Looking forward to it. Well, hello, DJ Chankla. I need to know how to pronounce your name. I was saying Chankla, and then I heard somebody else say Chancellor. I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay. Well, I had to turn my camera off for a second here to try to get it positioned right. So I just picked 3 albums here to talk about. Amy Mann, Bachelor Number 2. It's a double album. And I'm not going to talk about whether or not I like Amy Mann. Oh, okay. That's fine. I would not mind getting a phone call from you at all. However, I'm using my phone right now for this broadcast, so that would kind of mess me up right now. You're 3 hours behind me. If you would like to, if you'd like to call me in about 20 minutes or so. So the sound quality of that Amy Mann record is outstanding. It is so quiet. I used to think I liked the crackling for nostalgic purposes, but I'm finding now that I actually really prefer a nice clean sound. My ears are getting a little older. So, do you have a preferred name? Oh my goodness. I am just that I'm overwhelmed by your kindness. I don't know what I did to deserve it. I appreciate it very much. I'm sending something to you as well. Not music. Not music. I haven't learned enough about your musical taste to send you music yet, but I'm an artist and I'm going to send you some of my art. Hey, Rob Walker. I was just in the mood for some nice positive talk. So I thought every Thursday at 4:20, that's a good time for me to stop what I'm doing. And that we would just have a little, every Thursday, just have a little positive chat time, you know. The events of the week. I've been disappointed by some people. Oh, you don't want to be positive? All right. Well, nobody's going to make you, Rob. We love you just as you are. I don't find you to be negative. You like to poke fun, but so do I. It was delicious. It was really yummy. It turned out great. Hey, Roger. How are you? Oh, I know you're joking. Of course you are, Rob. But yeah, this week I've seen a side of a few people that I just was really disappointed by, and I thought, we're all here because we love music, so we should just all try to be cool with each other and just treat each other with kindness. I have a little story. It was something I was thinking about when so I have a cousin, Gina, and love her, Gina Tedesco. We have the same surname, and she was named Regina. And when she was about, I guess, 15 or so, she decided that she wanted to be called Gina instead of Regina. And I was like, it's too much work. I'm not going to call her that. I'm just going to keep calling her Regina. I'm her cousin. It shouldn't matter. And she kept asking me, will you please call me Gina? And I thought she was being stupid, so I just kept calling her Regina. And then one day I realized I was being an asshole. that's such a that's just not cool to do to a person. So since then, I call people by the name they want to be called by. And I've had two of my good friends from one from childhood and one I met was a coworker of mine back in 1997 to 99 who went through gender affirmation surgeries. At the time, it was called gender reassignment. And I heard somebody this week just be really mean and toward a transgender person in our community. And we should not be that kind of person. It's not up to us to decide what somebody's name should be or what they should be called. I know Roger is a he, Rob is a he, DJ Chankla is a he. But if one of you came to me one day and say, I really like to be called they or her, fuck it. That's what I'm going to call you. It's not up to me to decide. So anyway, so that's all I have to say about that because I want to keep things positive. I just want to say that I think it's important that we accept people and that we respect them when they set boundaries and when they ask to be called by a certain name or a certain gender. We should respect that. It's not up to us to decide. So I got that off my chest to a bunch of people. I'm preaching to the choir. There's nobody here that needs to hear this. So everybody that's here has been really cool, and I know that you guys know what the situation I'm talking about, and I know you guys are all on the right side, and I'm really proud of you for that, and I'm proud to be associated with you and to travel in the same vinyl community circle with you. And there's a few other people that kind of disappointed me this week because I really kind of liked them, and then I found out who they really were inside, and I feel sad, more sad for them than I do for us. It's sad for us because we lost people that we like, but I feel worse for them because I couldn't imagine carrying around that much hate. So anyway, so yeah, if you're just joining, I was talking about this Amy Mann album that was a Record Store Day Black Friday release, and it is on colored vinyl, And I know everybody's always saying that the colored vinyl doesn't sound as good as the black, but it sounds beautiful. I mean, it's so beautiful. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And we can judge ourselves to a degree. It's not a good idea to, because, honestly, we should just be kind. People aren't perfect. They fuck up, you know? So even if somebody's been a horrible person, if they come clean and say, I realize I've been horrible and I don't want to be horrible and I'm really sorry, I usually will just forgive them and move on. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. No, none of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. Um nobody should have to prove that they deserve to be treated with kindness. Um, there's no qualifiers there. It's just a given that we should just not be a jerk to people. Just there's like a certain basic level of respect. I feel like there's different kinds of respect in the world. I don't have to respect somebody like as I admire them, but there's a very basic respect of just not being an asshole, that people deserve. And I'll give that to anybody. And I don't let people lower me. I made up my mind a long time ago what kind of person I wanted to be. And I'm going to be that person regardless of what other people are doing. Because that's when you find out what you're really made of. It's easy to be a good person when people aren't disappointing you. It's how you react, you know, it's how you respond when people don't treat you the same way that you treat them, that you find out what you're really made of. Sorry, my allergies are in high gear. We're in Ohio. Anyway, so I also another album that I played that sounded just like it sounded so good is hang on, Sharon Jones and the Dat Kings. You know, this sounds so good. It says limited blue vinyl with a black splatter. And anyway, it sounds so good. I cleaned it really well before playing it. And I just got done cleaning my stylus. Oh, here. It's entirely possible. It's entirely possible. I have had friends that are bipolar, and it's really hard. Yeah. I loved it. I loved it. So I want to show you what I cleaned my stylus with, because I was using just a homemade solution. And I went ahead and got one of these kits just because it showed up on Amazon as one of the like a deal of the day type situation. And so I went ahead and got it, and it has this in it. It's like a mascara wand, and it worked really great. And it also came with this little doohickey. Okay, that covers it up. There's like a sticky, and you just gently place the stylus, the needle, I should say, down on that pad like 3 times, and then follow it up with clean up with this. And man, my records, I decided to play the same record twice, one before and one after, to see how big of a difference it made. And it made a huge difference. One of the records I had that I just thought was a bad record, after I cleaned with this, it sounded, I'm not going to say it sounded perfect. It still had some crackles. It's not the best pressed record. That's this, oh, Nora Jones Play Date. I already put it away. I thought I had it down here. Yeah, when I first played it, I was like, man, I wish this was a better pressing. It was really crackly. So partly it was my stylus needing cleaned. Okay. You don't have to be a psychologist. you if you have enough experience. But I just want everybody to get along. We're all here because we love music and we want to meet other people that aren't going to make us feel like we're freaks. So I don't know about you. My husband loves music. I'm so lucky to have him because he does not judge me, but the rest of my family is they just don't understand. They're just like, "What is wrong with you?" You know, they never understood. Yeah. Um I don't have a spin cleaner for my records, but I do have a brush, and I put them on the turntable and use the brush and have it spin around. And then, well, she might be perfect looking, but nobody's perfect. But she's pretty close to perfect aesthetically. I will give you that. She's gorgeous. Um, but anyway, yeah, I don't do as good of a job with cleaning as Pat, but I watched Pat's video like 3 times. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to step up my game here. I need a better cleaning system. But I do brush with, you know, with the have the turntable, you know, spin and use the brush. And then I take the record off and I clean it with an anti-static, you know, doohickey. When I can't remember the names of things, it's called a doohickey or a doodad. And then I also have some spray record cleaner. This came in the kit that I got. It's anti-static, antibacterial, and there's like a little label protector, and I just put that over the label and you know, and then wipe with a. I have an anti-static like microfiber. I have several of these, and so that they're always clean. Oh, I bet you they do. And she'd probably Dutch oven you too, Patrick. Okay. Oh yeah. I I probably should. Everybody that has one loves it. You know, I haven't met a single person that doesn't love their spin cleaner. I have a vintage turntable. I have a good cartridge. My cartridge was pretty expensive. It's a Shure, but my turntable is a vintage Elec Maricord. It's old. It's old. I used the play clean method. You play the record and the diamond cuts through the dust. That's the method I used when I was growing up. I didn't know any better. So I used to associate the pop and crackle with like, you know, oh, it sounds like my childhood, but now I want it to actually sound decent. That Amy Mann record, I was blown away by how clean and good it sounds. I mean, it is so quiet. It's beautiful. I mean, I played it like, you know, 4 times in a row. Well, actually, I played the whole album. It's a double album. I played it like 3 times in a row, and then I played um the B side of the second disc a fourth time just because it's so beautiful. Sharon Jones sounds really good, and This Curtis Knight and the Squires sounds really, really good. I was so happy with this. I was just so happy I got my hands on it because I know some people were looking for it and couldn't find it. It's still available on different websites, but it was great. It was great. My husband and I listened to it. I made us some hot chocolate and we listened to it. And I loved it. I haven't had a chance to listen to the CDs yet. I'm going to listen to those in the car on my way down to visit my friend Colleen on Saturday. Yeah. I wouldn't say that, two pops. I mean, I'm a little more tolerant than that, but yeah, I don't want to hear a lot of pops. You would hate that Nora Jones play date, and not just because that isn't your kind of music either. Yeah. So I see you're still sporting the Tom Selleck avatar. I like that better than the other one. The other one was a little scary. Hmm. But did you guys see Patrick's the vinyl archivist? Did you see his video? The the how he cleans his records. Now he's serious, man. Those records are clean. And I was like, it made me feel like I really need to step up my game. uh, well, I got about 8 more minutes here. But yeah, Sean, if you I don't think you were here earlier when I said I'm gonna stream every Thursday at 4:20. We're just gonna do peace and love and good vibes. I haven't gotten records from him, but I have heard. Oh, thank you, DJ. That's awesome. I'm hoping that his auction does well. Um, I've only played the Amy album once. It's really good. I'm not going to say that it is a I don't think it's not like an audiophile pressing, but it still sounds pretty good. But you know what I really love about it, honestly, is the artwork and all of the. Let's see, I love all the pictures and just because her voice is just amazing. Are you gonna grow out a stash? Yes. Yes. So I it's actually medication for me. I actually have a prescription for it. It's the only thing that's really helped me, and it's not going to kill my kidneys and my liver. So I have really bad arthritis, and then also, um, I've had surgery for. I had uterine cancer in 2015, and had to have two surgeries, and so that there was that, and then radiation, and anyway, so then this past year I had a big old lump removed from my right breast and had to have her anyway. It was, it makes you feel sick, makes you nauseated, makes you feel like you can't eat. And my doctor, Ohio allows it, so my doctor prescribed it, and now I mean, I used to be so embarrassed of it, especially, but that was just me judging myself because I always made fun of people who smoke pot because I just thought, what a loser thing to do. Well, I've since found out that that's not true at all, and all kinds of people use it, and I would rather somebody use that than to kill their kidneys and liver with stuff. So, so that's what I'm Okay, we used to clock out of shipping at 4:20. Some of them used it as a euphemism. You just went home. Yes, it is. My dad and bonus mom live in Menifee, California, and I actually lived in Southern California from the time I was about 10 days old, I guess, until I was 17. Good for you. Good for you. Well, here's the thing, Roger. When I was 17, I had never tried any of that stuff. I was always afraid to not have my faculties. I still am that way. When I do use it, I don't use very much because I don't really like to be really high. And if I drink, I don't have more than a couple because I don't like to be drunk. So I like to have my mind. But when I was 17, a friend of mine talked me into splitting a hit of acid with her, and I had just moved to Arizona, Bullhead City, Arizona, right across the river from Laughlin, Nevada, which is like a little mini Las Vegas now. At the time, there was only about half a dozen casinos over there, but we ended up at one of the casinos. And so, if you can imagine anything worse than being on acid in a casino, it was the worst night of my life. And after that, I never it kept me from getting involved in all kinds of drugs. I've never tried cocaine. I've never tried heroin. I've never tried even mushrooms. And I'm not putting myself above people that have. I have no. My husband experimented with everything, and I'm fine with that. I don't, no judgment at all. But it just kept me from, you know. Oh my gosh. Oh, you just made me drop my phone. That made me laugh so hard. I should have known that you had that was a joke. You were leading up to a joke. You could do like Clinton and never. No, I don't believe him that he didn't inhale. Frickin' politicians. At least he was honest enough to say he tried it, but he should have just admitted inhaling. I think people would have respected him more. But look at Roger. This is funny. Oh my goodness. All righty, guys. I'm gonna I'm gonna get going here. Thanks for coming in and talking to me for a little bit. Um, I'll be doing my Sunday morning coffee from Nashville, Tennessee. Going down there to take care of my friend Colleen. She just had the surgery yesterday, actually. She's going home tomorrow, and I will be going down there on Saturday morning to take care of her. And so hopefully Colleen will join me. She's a lot of fun. You guys will love her. She's so funny. She's who will get along with her is Roger. You guys have that same sense, and Rob. Yeah, you guys have the same personality. Yeah, see, that's horrible. That really will make you not ever want to touch that shit. Hey, Zap Pearl. Thank you. Feliz Navidad. Okay, well, I'm gonna get going. Thank you guys so much for dropping in. Love you. Bye bye.